Starter says go, they racing away. Lulu the Legend was slower length when the starter said go, but gets onto the inside rail. Master of Defence, quickest hooves out the gate by a length and a quarter from Sir Cedric, racing in second. Run for Ricky. Lulu the Legend's in the yellow, parked at the paint, only 3 lengths off the leaders. Roy Major's a length further back, 2 lengths King Bavarian. Run for Ricky's also dropping out of it early on, and then we drop back to Barbati. So in front, Master of Defence goes on by a length and a half. Sir Cedric's on the outside. Lulu the Legend, behind these Roy Major. Run for Ricky's on the outside with a grey cap. Then we felt to King Bavarians, about 5 lengths off the leaders. On the inside, running rail, Let Him Go. White sleeves and cap of Barbati is lost. 700 out, Master of Defence with a front running tactic. Sir Cedric is second. Lulu the Legend and King of DeMello waiting in third, a length and a half. Roy Major's about to come under the drive. Run for Ricky's also come under big pressure. King Bavarian. Lulu the Legend's going to go the inside running rail. In front, Master of Defence, Lulu the Legend. Sir Cedric down the middle of the course is starting to unwind. Lulu the Legend's about to put the head in front with 250 to go. King of DeMello gets the whip in the left hand. Lulu the Legend now got to feed his focus and not his distractions. Lulu the Legend now putting it together. Sir Cedric's coming out second. Barbati staying on, but Lulu the Legend won it. Sir Cedric, Barbati, Master of Defence. Big victory for number 3, Lulu the Legend, from the Dean Canemayer stable. Another one for the Hollywood Syndicate. Anthony Del Pesh in the team, and Keegan DeMello. Lulu the Legend, the Ideal World out of the Toreador Mare, Imperial Empress. Big improvement from Sir Cedric, Barbati, and Master of Defence. Lulu the Legend went the shortest route home up the inside. Keegan DeMello now asking him to run. He'll change the whip from right to left inside the 200. Gets his head in front. And Lulu the Legend, with each and every run, will get better and better. And coming down to the winning post, the son of Ideal World will overcome all the obstacles today and will go on for the victory. Number 3 paid up. Went up 330. The favourite ended up number 9, Barbati, at 290. Back to the studio.
Well, my very capable colleague Melanie Nanthram from the members department at Gold Circle tells me the song's called Unstoppable and it's sung by Sia. We're going to sing that for Keegan DeMello because he is simply unstoppable. But with me is Nleba, and Nleba wins the 1,000 Rand on behalf of Hollywoodbets and Gold Circle. Well, not wins it, he gets rewarded it for all his hard work. Well done to you, Nleba. Congratulations, well done. Thank you. Now, lots of discussion around this horse, and you can't help but feel a sense of relief in the winner's area because he's a cracking looking colt. He really is a good looking lad, and he's still green and still dumb, but you obviously you don't know about the betting. You're on the way to the start, and the more he was being badly behaved, the more he was drifting. Shoe, bad behavior. You could see, I said to Dees, he was irritating you. That's probably the right word. But wow, he's got it right, and just tell us about it, because it didn't look all plain sailing.
Yeah, look, unfortunately I was trotting him up and I wanted to give him a good warm up, and he pulled a shoe, and once he did that I really didn't know where the nail was, so I jumped off him, and then he was sort of getting hot underneath me, and I jumped off him and he was getting hot with all the guys around him. So yeah, still an immature horse. I'm glad he overcame that obstacle, and then afterwards I was going to the start and there was no company, so he had nothing to follow. So yeah, I thought a win full of merit today, and look, it wasn't the strongest of fields, but he's starting to do things the right way.
You got behind him, you fired him up and got him to run, and you know, 1 or 2 backhanders, and just he's got to know, he's got to wake up, he's got to know what he's bred to do.
Yeah, 100%. Like discussing it with Anthony after the race, I think the ideal thing for him would be to cut him and give him the time that he needs. He's got the win out the way, and all he could do was win. And yeah, hopefully he just comes back, and I'm sure he will. He'll come back a little bit stronger and more mentally mature.
Well done, Keegan. Congratulations. 1 or 2 races left, boxing throughout.
I've got one more in the last. He's done wild course in distance. It was called Priceless Ruler. So but he does have the weight to carry, so that is the concern. And but he's in a good space from what I'm told, and just will be truly grateful if I'm here again. But whilst I'm here, thank you very much to the Hollywood Syndicate. Anthony, big supporters of mine, and yeah, you know, when you walk in the parade ring, Anthony's always there to give you advice and what he would have done, and try and give you a little bit of advice what to do, and it's very much appreciated. And well done to Mr. Kaname and Nicolette, the team down here, and to my sponsors, Winning Form. Thank you very much.
There's a gentleman before you go watching, one of your biggest supporters. You talk about support, you create the fan base. He's a guy by the name of Enzo in Mauritius. He's desperate to meet you. He wants your cap, so leave your cap on the side and I'll ensure that it gets couriered to Mauritius. You've got fans from around the world.
Yeah, it's nice to I get a lot of love lately, so it's not a bad thing, but yeah, the capsies.
Lovely. Congratulations. Let's talk to Nicolette. Thank you, Keegan. I'll collect that cap and have it couriered to Mauritius to one of your fans, and that's what it's about, making people's days and making people's wishes come true. Well done. And I asked you in the number 1 box, is he naughty? And you said, not really, he's just a bit of a baby.
Yeah, he is a bit of a baby. You know, at home he's such a laid-back horse. I mean, he can't do anything wrong. I mean, even when he goes to the track, he'll actually stop and gaze into the distance, not even looking at anything especially. So today, maybe because he got a little bit left going down the track there, where Keegan wanted to give him a little bit of more of a warm-up and everything, and he just so happened to lift the shoe. And then, you know, a lot of horses get a little bit uptight at the start when they're a bit edgy and trying to do a shoe. So they had to put a twitch on him, which just to settle him to get the shoe right. But he's not the naughtiest of horses. He's actually too laid back.
Well, that's maybe why Keegan gets on so well with him, because he's also laid back.
Yeah, I know. Keegan's very laid back.
Well done, Nicolette. Congratulations, and all the best to you and the whole stable.
No, I just want to say well done to Hollywood. You know, they've been some supporters with Dean sending us a horse or two, so it's great. It's great to get this win out the way. I'm sure he'll have another win or two in him. He just needs time to mature and think what he's done. Maybe later on they might take his balls out and geld him, which might help. But yeah, well done to them, and well done to Anthony and Hollywood's team.
Lovely. Congratulations, Nicolette.
Thank you.
Spot on. Lovely chatting to Nicolette. And when Lulu the legend himself, Lulu Lamus, walked into the parade ring, he had to lead in the winner. I said to him, you're going to have the unkindest cut of all, I think. You're going to have to need the testicles out. And he said, take them out of the horse, not me.
Yeah, it's funny enough, last time when he ran, I walked past and I said to him, I think you got a burikna. that means he's a donkey. And luckily, you know, I think he's a horse that the penny really hasn't dropped. He's still learning and doing things learning to do things the right way. Listen, he beat a very weak field, but I think at least he showed a little bit more improvement. Like he's willing, you know. Everything didn't really go according to plan going down to the start here. Keegan thought he might have spread his shoes, so you know, you want everything to go smooth before the race. But yeah, it was a good win, and fantastic to have Lulu on the course today. And
if he goes any further, he'll be in the car park. I mean, he said, you're not interviewing me. He's nervous with the microphone.
Yeah, when I asked him, I said, come, Lulu, you coming to have a chat? He said, not at all. But fantastic to have him here, and nice to have the boss also on course to come and support Lulu. So very well done to the syndicate.
Congratulations, Anthony. The hits are coming thick and fast, and fasten your seat belts because more hits are coming. Don't worry about that.
Well, let's hope so. Yeah, we're enjoying the moment, and let's hope it keeps going.
Well done, Bond.
Thank you.
Anthony Delpesh, Lulu Lamus, and the whole team there, and of course Owen and Leslie Heffer, they here as well, and what a joyous moment. And yeah, certainly a beautifully formed horse, and when he learns what racing's properly about, and he'll be okay, I think. Don't worry about he didn't beat much. He's a lovely looking horse, and I think he'll go on to win races.